So we're here at the Scott Gala, the fundraiser for the Scott Three Rocks Racing Team at the Eatalia Restaurant here in Burlington, and we're gonna go inside. Hear some music in there and check out what's happening inside. Team's in there.
First and foremost, but I work for CBC Radio. I co-host a show called As It Happens, and I met Kyle and Scott on Twitter, where everyone meets these days, and they asked me to come out because they know that I am addicted to this great sport, as I'm sure are many of you. So welcome to this great room, to Eatalia. Thank you to Sean Baird and to the venue. Let's give a round of applause for this terrific room. There's Sean Baird over here. This is Sean Baird. It's his joint. So thank you very much to Sean and to Eatalia and to everyone for coming out to support Canada's one and only elite mountain bike racing team. Yes, and to that end, I would encourage everyone who hasn't already done to sort of circle the room as we're blathering on and on tonight, and take a look at some of these great silent auction items that are up here. I mean, obviously we've got everything from Jeff DeBush's mountain bike, cyclocross frame, there's some wheels back here, and I know there's some synchros wheels, a Swagman looks like a bike carrier over there, a domestique pack, but there's also jewelry. There's a little something for everyone. So I would suggest that you hit the silent auction tables, hit them multiple times, and I would really suggest that you hit them hard after you've had a few drinks. But I would encourage you to not drink and drive, but drinking and bidding, that's fine. So now I would love to invite up to talk a bit about the team, the history of the team, the future of the team, the president of the team manager, and I guess heir to the team and to the family title, Kyle Douglas.
Hi everybody. I just first want to start by saying thank you for everybody coming out tonight. It means a lot to me, the family behind me, my parents, my brothers who have supported this team from the beginning, and the riders who every day ride their bikes for a cause that is pretty amazing. It's being a professional athlete in Canada is a unique thing, and I know from being an athlete that it's really hard, and a big thing is being able to say thank you to the people that support the program. So everyone in here, you're considered a sponsor and a person that supports Three Rocks Racing. So first I just want to say thanks to everybody in here, so thank you for coming out. If you don't know much about Scott Three Rocks Racing, it was a program that was started in 1998. I was 1 year old. No, I'm just kidding. And my parents actually started this program to support my brother and I in bike racing. So my mom and dad looked at it as an opportunity to provide support for their two sons. And they have a third son, but he liked lacrosse, so he didn't get the support. No, it's good. But it has blossomed and turned into an interesting journey. So in 2008 we decided that we were going to be a national level mountain bike team, and then from there we moved forward and had a plan to have an Olympian in 2012. And in the fall, Jeff Kabush and I were talking, and he was looking for a race program to race for, and we signed Jeff, and from that Jeff's signing complemented the riders that we had on the program, who are all here tonight. And from that point on, we had our first Olympian, and then for the goal for 2016 is to have 2 or 3 Olympians. So out of 6 riders, I think that'd be pretty interesting to see at least 3 at the Rio Olympics in Brazil. So from that point, that's kind of looking to the future, but right now we have a big race season ahead of us. As you go around and talk to the athletes, you'll hear some of their stories. We have Cameron Jetty, who's flying to South Africa tomorrow morning. So thank you, Cam, for being a good player and coming in tonight. And then on top of that, the rest of the team gets on planes tomorrow to head to California for the Sea Otter Classic, which is a big race in the mountain bike world. That kind of starts off our season, but a big race for us in Ontario and in Canada is the Canadian National Championships, which will be hosted in Ontario just outside of Barrie and Oro Station at Hardwood Hills. So if you're around, it'd be a great opportunity to also see the bike team racing. That's pretty much how our season will unroll this year. But the big goal for us, obviously, is getting to the Rio Olympics, and one stepping stone towards an Olympic Games is doing the Pan American Games, which is hosted in Toronto. And on top of that, also the Pan American Championships, which Derek Zanstra and Michaela Kaufman just came home from, which Michaela got second, and Derek was able to get fourth. So. Tonight was an idea that the staff, Gershom Morris and Scott Kelly, are 2 mechanics that are kind of the behind-the-scenes guys that you don't see on the race course and don't get many photos, but they like coffee and beer, so you see them, make sure they get coffee and beer. But we sat down and we were talking about how we could come together and do something a little different. And 15 days ago, we decided that we were going to do this event, and Scott reached out to Sean, and thank you, Sean, for everything you've done for the team and everything that's happened today. So it's such a great venue. So. And even though I manage athletes and look after coordination of flying and driving and hotels, running an event is totally different. So Sean pretty much was the heart and soul behind this, and he just said, just email people and I'll do the rest. So yeah, so I really appreciate everyone coming out tonight under short notice, but we're going to make this an annual event, and hopefully we can get bigger and badder and raise more money, because it's that's the whole goal of this, is to shake hands with the athletes and also help them out, because it is a journey, and it's something that we all can help, and I thank you for that. So The rest of the night, how we're going to run is we are going to, instead of standing watching me for the next 45 minutes talk, because I can do it, is we are going to introduce the team up to the podium, and then throughout the night we're going to bring each individual rider up just for a quick question and answer period and talk to them about racing and mountain biking and cycling and their life, and that way you have an opportunity to talk to them and hear the stories that they have. Because like I said, I don't think you want to stand for an hour looking at me, because I can do it all day. It's been proven. So so if I could start getting the riders to come up, and I'll start with an introduction. So first up is Cameron Jetty. Cameron Jetty is one of our lead mountain bikers from Toronto. So Cam, can you come to the stage, please? Next up is one of our female elite riders, and that's Madison, who is originally from the East Coast, went to the West Coast, then came to Central, and then back to the West Coast. So Madison. Our youngest rider, who we call Junior on the team, but he is the biggest. And that's Marc-Antoine Nadone. He's serious. He's a Russian fighter. Next up is one of our other female riders out of Toronto, who also just got the silver medal at the Pan American Championships. That's Kayla Budge Kaufman. As he hits her. Next up is the current Canadian male national champion out of Trenton, Ontario. That is Derek Zanstra. And last but not least, our 3-time Olympian, 13-time national champion, most all-time winning North American mountain bike athlete, no big deal, but Jeff Kabush. The one thing that makes us different is we are a family, and that's what's really cool about everybody is we travel together, we race together, but we have each other's backs, and that's what's really important when you're out there racing, because you have good days and you have bad days, but you got to make sure that you always remember those good days. So we're going to have a 10-minute break, so make sure you check out the silent auction items, because all the proceeds go to the team and the travel and the flights and making sure that they can eat. That's really important. And from that, we'll have our first rider up and we'll do a little interview. So thank you for coming out tonight.